Hello everyone and welcome back to Shri FC. I hope you all are well and you're good. Please again, don't mind me, just have to say please do hit the like and subscribe. It really means a lot. Your support, it really keeps me going. But again, as always I say, my biggest priority is I hope you all are well and good. And now it's time to discuss Chelsea and the drama that's going on. Moses Caicedo, Romeo Lavia, and then you've got Callum Hudson-Odoi going to Fulham. But the biggest drama is Moses Caicedo, and this deal doesn't look like ending. I was thinking like till now Caicedo will be a Chelsea player. I'll make a video on Caicedo, what he brings to Chelsea, a lot of ideas, and we all were thinking that in pre-season we'll get to see Enzo and Caicedo play together. But Brighton said, hold my beer, we are not going to let you get Moses Caicedo. And the deal has been dragging on and on and on and on. And this transfer look like it's never ending, and it's looking like it's at the final stage. And you'll never even know Chelsea might walk out, which will like be an egg on our faces, because we have been looking at Moses Caicedo since January, and this could even be a bit of embarrassment. I know people won't like this, but a bit for Moses Caicedo, because again, has Harry Kane, you don't get into gentleman agreement with the club. The clubs are bound to think the best about themselves, and Brighton are doing what's best for them. And I think with Chelsea, with the previous transfer fee we have paid for the players, which I'll discuss later in the video, and I think Declan Rice transfer that has most probably has put us in a massive tough position, and we should have acted earlier. Now, as you can see here, the current report that is that 75 million plus 5 add-ons bid has been rejected. Some people are saying it's 80 million straight, so I don't know about that, but it's very clear that Brighton have straight away rejected our 80 million bid. Like if the offer, like if Brighton want around 82 million, 83 million, 85 million, they won't reject 80. The way they have straight away refused 80 means they want 100 million, and that is very clear. Brighton are very strict club. They want 100 million or nothing. They sold Cucurella to us for 60 million. They rejected Cucurella to Manchester City for 42 million. And you can see here as well, they are not going to back down, and they are very clear with the price. If Declan Rice can go to Arsenal for 100 million, we value Moses Caicedo as same as Declan Rice. He is at the same caliber, and he has long contract now. He has signed a contract, and now you have to pay his 100 million. And because of the Colwill situation, they are a bit like, you can say, taking a bit anger out, because they wanted Colwill, but Chelsea have been clear we want to keep Levy Colwill. He's dragging, and it's becoming very frustrating, guys. And now when they reject 80 million bid, it's very clear we have to straight away pay the 100 million. And now we are at a bit of crossroad now. We don't have many alternatives. Romeo Lavia is the one that's coming out right now, but again, as you can see in this another report, that still the preferred option for Romeo Lavia is Liverpool. Joe Shield, the Chelsea scout, is pushing for Romeo Lavia. But guys, on this channel, when the first transfer window opened, I very openly said on this channel that I'd rather have both Caicedo or Lavia than just singly Lavia, because for me, as much as Lavia is a fantastic player, I really enjoyed watching him last season, the way he played in that Arsenal game 3-3 draw. But guys, we have to be honest, he is a very young guy, and I think Caicedo is right now a way better player than Lavia. He suits us better than Lavia. He allows Enzo to play with more freedom, and he's a better player than Lavia. And that is why for me, if you go from Caicedo to Lavia, there's a bit of a downgrade and a very different type of player. We could easily have both Caicedo Lavia, but you cannot have just one Lavia. I think the profile, the attributes, it doesn't match Chelsea. And I think in this midfield right now, we need a player like Caicedo or a player like Palhinha. That's the type of players I think Chelsea need right now. And now going on another alternative, Palhinha. Fulham are asking 80-90 million for him, who is at the wrong side of the age. He's going to give you 2-3 good years, and then the age is going to catch up. There's no benefit of paying the big money for him, to be honest, guys. And then you go to Tchouaméni at Real, they never give us their player. They're jewel boys, so that's never going to happen. Amadou Onana was a player I do like from Everton, but he's, for me, not at the level of Caicedo. And if you want to go for Onana, rather go for even a more younger player than Lavia. So for me, that doesn't make sense. And I think either we get out of this Caicedo deal and try for a cheaper alternative and go for Caicedo in the future if you really want him, or till then we trust Casadei and Santos to develop, or we just really go and scout a good alternative and go and sign him. But I don't want Chelsea to do the disaster we did in 17-18 window, where we are not able to sign a player. We immediately on the deadline day go and sign a disaster, and then it turns out to be bad for us. I don't want Chelsea to do that. Either you sign Caicedo or bring a scouted cheap alternative, or you just sign no one and right off the season go for Castro against Santos, develop them, and even if you finish 6th and 7th, you understand that you were not able to get the deal, and next season you go and sign Caicedo. Or if you really want Caicedo, then really, to be honest, 15 million is nothing for Chelsea. It's like a peanuts for Chelsea. I know Chelsea want to act like see, we are a club that's been really done by many clubs in the transfer window. Inter Milan taking 100 for Lukaku, and Lukaku is like wanting to get away from Chelsea, and the guy has been the biggest disaster. Paying 35 for Drinkwater, 35 for Timmy Bakayoko, 60 for Morata. I can go on and on. And this is why the president has been said that when Chelsea are in trouble, you can get the best money out of them. The new recruitment team are trying to change that, but at some point you have to understand that it's not going to happen immediately. And sometimes for a top drawer of a player which the manager wants, you need to pay the money. United paid 55 for Mason Mount, who was just had 1 year left on his contract, and he even said that he will leave on free if Chelsea don't sell him to United. Still, United paid 55 million around for him. Sometimes when you want a player, you need to pay the premium for him. And I think as much as the deal drags on, then even if you sign Caicedo, will struggle in the first 3-4 games. He will have to have some understanding with Enzo, and it won't be well. So either we just decide that this is too much and we're getting away from it, or we go there and pay the extra 10 million, get the deal done. I think 90 million will get the deal done. And if you ask me right now, I will want to sign Caicedo even for 90 million. For me, you don't need to look at the transfer fee. Rice for 105, Enzo 120, Mount for 55. Højlund is going to cost big money to Manchester United. Liverpool has signed Schlossberg. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, I really deeply apologize. Man City will sign Guardiola for 1900. What I'm trying to say is transfer market is already done and dusted. When you want a player, you don't look at the price, you look at the value. Caicedo is a young player who can in future provide us a lot of benefit, a young midfielder who can be the pinner of Chelsea with Enzo for the next 4-5 years. And that is why for me, if Chelsea and Pochettino really want him, don't think about extra 10, just pay it. Otherwise, go towards the alternative and stop wasting everyone's time, because this is only going to hurt us later in the season. And overall, Romeo Lavia, I really admire him. If it was up to me, I would have signed both Caicedo and Lavia. But seeing the way Casado and Santos have played, I really don't want to hinder the development. So for me, I'll only sign Lavia if Conor Gallagher goes, and in future we see one of Casado Santos to play a bit further up the field, and then we can sign Lavia. But other than that, I think Lavia is a ready-made player to go for Liverpool. I don't think he suits us the way Caicedo does, and this is why for me, I'll be happy with this signing. I love Lavia, but I think if you want me a priority, I want Caicedo. If that doesn't happen, then okay, I will find with Lavia. I love the talent and the guy is very, very good, but then we need to understand and temper our expectation as fans. On Callum Hudson-Odoi, he is going to Fulham, and right now Chelsea have rejected the 4 million bid for Hudson-Odoi, and Chelsea want 8 million. I think, guys, we all know it will be arranged. It could be 5 plus add-ons, 6 plus add-ons. So I think it will be agreed, and Callum Hudson-Odoi will be joining Willian at Fulham. So wishing him the best of luck with this gets announced. And Callum Hudson-Odoi is a player, guys, I'll always say, I'll always love him and always admire him. The guy is a fantastic talent, and I will say even now he's a fantastic talent, but was one of the top talents in the world. I will never go away from that. The way he destroyed Hector Bellerin, the friendly, the talent, the pace, the dribble, the explosiveness, the guy had everything in his feet, in his locker. And at that time, I think fans got a bit overboard the way they insulted the manager, when you should have understood that the guy needed more patience and development. But again, that's to the other side. The injury was a killer for him. And that injury, ACL injuries, we all know can end careers. And for Callum Hudson-Odoi, it decreases explosiveness, dribble, speed. And when the player loses his explosiveness, the career won't be the same it used to be. For me, I really thought he will do well in Bundesliga. That did not happen. And Callum Hudson-Odoi for me will always be what if. What if that injury did not happen? Then we might have had a top player. And we might not even have to sign Mudryk and more players in future, because Callum Hudson-Odoi would have been a top player for us. But you cannot say past is past and that's gone. Wishing him the best, and for me, I'll only say I hope he comes back to Callum Hudson-Odoi. We know he reaches the talent that the boy was really dreamed to be, but overall, sadly, he's not at the same level. And wishing him the best and good time at Fulham. People who have watched, please put your opinion whether Caicedo will sign for Chelsea or he's going to drag on and drag on and drag on. Do put your opinion that do you think that if we sign Lavia, that will still put us in top 5 contention next season? And also put your opinion, guys, on Callum Hudson-Odoi and your opinion on Callum Hudson-Odoi. And please do not forget to hit the like and subscribe. Thank you.